Time for tea with D. That's me. Trying to get the chat up. All right, I'm in the wrong area. If ever I was. There we go. Ooh, Trader Joe's list. My girl, Natasha. If you don't watch Natasha Trader Joe's list, you should. She's adorable. Iced tea tonight. Not making that mistake. Kathy O'Leary's first one in the house. Howdy, Cindy. I'm Tracy. Oh, I dropped my tea on my foot. And Susie. Oh, I can't even think. It is. Hey, Lynette and Jackie. I'm devastated. I'm just devastated. I can't even. If you guys don't know, Susie got her biopsy results back on her breast. Yeah, they found cancer. Oh, I can't even say the words. And she'll be going to see a surgeon tomorrow. Or she might pop in. I hope she. Susie is a people person, so she just might want to talk. It's just what happens to like your community? I feel like we're this little community here, and it's like your friend. She's my friend. It breaks my heart. And she's just the sweetest thing. I mean, I say to myself, she's probably, if not the nicest person I've met on YouTube since I've been doing this. I mean, she's so authentic, and she's just so, she's Southern, and I love that about her, and, she's just sweet. I know. Me too, Jermaine. I can't even, I just have a lump in my throat. I just feel like, oh. Oh, I agree, Loretta. She is Tracy. Yeah, it's. Hey, Lori. Hey, Cheryl. Yeah. I know, she's like, I said, I could see myself having tea on her back porch, sweet tea, of course, because she's Southern, and just chatting the day away. And I would love for her to be like, if she was in the hospital, I loved for her to be my nurse. She's got that caringness about her, and she really does care. And hey, Randy! I'm a little excited that Randy's here because Randy wasn't able to chat. So let's give a warm welcome for Randy. This is not her first time here, it's her first time chatting. So welcome, Randy. Hey, Regina and Linz and Gina. I just feel like I was hit in the gut, like I wasn't expecting to hear that. I just wasn't. And, when you hear things really early, like really fast, they usually take their time, but when they're rushing results like that, that's scary. Yes, absolutely, Anne. Hey, Tony. Is this your first time here, Tony? The name sounds somewhat familiar, but not. Oh, she's always telling you have a beautiful day, and her spiritual encouragement. I'm so happy you're here, Randy. Randy was having trouble with getting to, hey, Donna. Second time. Okay, let's welcome Tony back for her second time. It's a little somber tonight. One of my colleague, I like to call her my colleague, my friend, Susie Bowie, was diagnosed with breast cancer. So we're just all kind of, it just takes your breath away. It just does. Good evening, Heather. Yeah, keep Susie in your prayer. If you're praying, whoever you pray to, just keep Susie in your prayers. She's got to be scared out of her mind. That is, I can't imagine being told that. I just can't. Like, that's just like the one thing you never want to hear is the big C. It's like, oh, I mean, it's not, but we have to remember too, they've come so far with treatments. It's not a death sentence. People are surviving and they're beating it. It's just she knows she's going to have a lot to go through. She is. Thank you, Regina. Oh, that would be nice, Cindy. Yep, like I said, there's a lot of survivors out there. There is. Linz's mom, she's doing really well. She don't think she had breast cancer, but I just think of when people are just getting treatments for chemo. Thank you, Carrie. There is. I mean, it's just when we back in when our parents were young, they used to like that was like the end. But you just knew she's going to have a lot to go through, and that's never pleasant. But there's so much out there, and she like I said she's in the medical field, so she's a step ahead. She knows a lot of stuff, which is nice. Yes, prayers and support, and just be there and listen. And sometimes people just need a friend, or they need somebody to talk to. She might just need to come in here and get away from it because you can't live, breathe, and drink it 24/7. It goes a little bit crazy. So she might want to come in and just talk about Weight Watchers and just really relax. And I get that because sometimes you need to just get away and be a little sense of normalcy in your life. So, yeah, she's a strong woman. Thank you. So, not this Susie, the Susie Bowie. She's not here right now. She could be lurking in the background, though. You never know. Never quite sure who's here at Tea with D. They don't always say hello, so they could be sitting here listening and reporting back to somebody. Hey, Lorianne. We're just talking about our friend Susie. She was just diagnosed, Susie Bowie, with breast cancer. Oh, I hear you, Tony. I agree. Well, that's great to hear, Randy. Love to hear survivor stories. That's always good. Like we think, even like when you go to COVID, people are saying COVID, 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 but look how many people recovered from COVID. So it's, you have to look at it's hard to find positives, but we just have to try and find them. Oh, I'm sure she does. She loves her community. I can't believe she got on there and made that video. I give her such, I don't think I could have done it. Mm-mm. Yeah, Karen, I agree. Yeah, I agree with you, Lorianne. It's kind of nice to have a place other than the trolls, but it's nice to have a community, just support each other and just be a place where you can be yourself and vent and frustrations and it's hard. I'm drinking iced tea. I couldn't even swallow hot tea tonight. I was just like I couldn't believe it. You always sit there, you think to yourself, oh, yeah, it'll be fine. She's fine. And then, like, that was the last thing I expected to hear. I'm like, oh, wow. I'm too much of an optimist sometimes. Excuse me. It's been a hell of a week for me. Being back to work, it's not been good. Little Jackson is going to need our prayers too. Little Jackson. Who's Jackson? Remind me. I think I'm drawing a blank. Oh, her grandson, Jackson? Oh, I agree. Yeah, she could see she was not, like, she'd have been over the moon. So I believe she did. I don't know if I could held it together as well as she did. Okay. First of all, Jackson. Yeah, her grandson. Her daughter. She has 3 boys and a daughter. I think an older daughter than 2 sons. Eli's only, I think, 13. 12 or 13, her son. I think he's 12 or 13. So he's still really young. And Mr. Eye Candy, you know how, well, I mean, he's in the medical field too. I think I know he did EMS for a while. I'm not sure what he does now. But so I always feel if you're in that field, you kind of you're more positive, I think, because you know all the, stuff that's out there, and you're like, as opposed to like somebody off the street, you just kind of think everything's gloom and doom. And sometimes it always isn't. Sometimes there's, it's just you have to go through these steps, but, there's recovery. Just sometimes it's hard to get there. But well, let's see if we can like cheer each other up here tonight. Just keep, Susie, in your prayers. And anybody have any good tips today? I did try xanthan gum. I did. It was quite wonderful. I went live on a Facebook group today, and man, did my smoothie get thick. You got your Smooth Move tea. Isn't it? That Smooth Move is actually pretty. I should have had some tonight. I can use a Smooth. Well, I didn't. No, I don't want to talk about what my issues, but I think it's quite tasty. I'm telling you, I used a microscopic amount, and man, it looked like I had made ice cream. Work was pretty much the same. I was not as stressed today. Like I said, you can only do what you can do. I think I've come to the conclusion I can only yell at them for so many times to stop being next to each other. They keep doing it. Not much I can do. Parents have to understand you. I'm not going to tell your kid a million times. Just, they know the rules. If they choose not to follow it, hey, I got my mouth covered, so. The move part. Hi, Tamara. I'm actually drinking regular Lipton iced tea tonight. I had it made for dinner, and I just wasn't thinking anything else. I was thirsty. But yeah, I have I'm not sure which one we'll do Sunday. Will I do the pumpkin one or the orange cheesecake one? Or I didn't know what I found another water enhancer in my closet. Pina colada. Now I'm thinking that would be really, really good. I'm not sure about pina colada cheesecake, but why not? My theory on things. Why not? Throw it to the wind. You know how many people said to me, D, you have to count blended fruit, and I keep saying there's no blended fruit in it. Watch the video, people, before you yell at me. Oh, I had my heavy sweater on this morning. Oh, you're going to like this one, Lorianne. It says, inspire. Yep, it looks like a J. It looks like just spire, but it's inspire. A student gave me this for Christmas. Back when she's now in 8th grade. She was in 2nd grade, and I get the best gifts. I have to say, I get the best gifts. And I love, this is a false craft mug. I love this. Love the saying. I thought, do I inspire her? Or do I inspire kids? Like, that was like such a deep cup for me. I was just like blown away. Oh, the point, and they didn't watch the video. So the point police were wrong. And somebody else said, you have to count what's in there. You've pudding mix and milk. I went, I have half a cup of milk, which is 0, and I have 1 teaspoon of the pudding mix, which is 0. Again, if you watched the video, you would have known that. Oh. I mean, I know I make mistakes. Lord knows I'm not perfect. Trust me, I'm not perfect. But those, yeah. It was, I mean, I think it was, I can see her face. I think of her name. That was Gina, my girl Gina. I have a question. You and some other YouTubers keep saying they use so many of their weekly points on weigh-in day. Mine okay. Okay. We have our app scheduled for the next day. So technically, my app says I get weighed on Saturday, but I weigh in on Friday. Does that help? So the weekly points are still there on Friday. That's the trick. That's the trick, people. You just put it doesn't, as long as it's in the same week, it doesn't matter. You could put Saturday as your weighing day, get weighed on Thursday. It doesn't matter. Yes. So that's what you do. I have my, when I was, because it doesn't matter what week. Yeah, because it doesn't matter. When I used to get weighed on Saturdays, I used to have it turn over on Sunday. So that they said my weighing day was Sunday. There you go. Yep, Target card collection. Got you an Apple Watch. Oh, yeah. Apple Watch. My Target card. My kids. Yep. I forgot about that. How do you like the recipe made with biscuit dough? Chicken. Oh, you mean like the bubble ups? You mean the biscuit dough sauce? Is that the one? This one that I made? I made one called Cracked Out Chicken. And there's just regular bubble ups. I love them. I love anything with biscuits and, How are you doing? Oh, strawberry water enhancers. You could have students at Loretta's house. That sounds great. Yep. We just have it roll over a different day. Because, I mean, realistically, you can in your mind figure it out, but why make it easier on yourself and just have it done that way? Yes, you can change the day up in your, I'm not sure where, it's in the little, where the little wheel is. It's up there. A Target gift card. The pineapple, I'm telling you. Oh, but everything but pineapple. Yeah, they're hit or miss with that. But if you go back, that brand they usually carry, I keep calling it Starkist. It's Sunkist. I keep saying Starkist. They'll refill those because they're pretty much their standard ones. But the Dollar Tree, they have the best selection of water enhancers. The xanthan was at shop. No, I couldn't find the xanthan at ShopRite. I had to get mine at Walmart. Walmart had it. My ShopRite didn't carry it. Hey, Enza. Good evening. Yes, Dollar General has a good selection as well of the water enhancers. So if you have xanthan, it's a powder. Somebody said, what's the ingredients? The ingredients say xanthan gum. It is, I don't know how you would describe it. It's powder. It's a stabilizer. It's kind of like baking powder, but it helps things that don't have gluten in them. And like if you have gravies, sauces, smoothies, you want to thicken up, you just put a quarter of a teaspoon. And man, did it work its magic. It was awesome. I want to put it in my my ranch dressing because my ranch dressing could use a little thickening. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Susie could absolutely use prayers. Yep. Plus, I save them from Christmas. I'm more of a, I don't know, I don't shop a lot, but yet I say shopping is one of my guilty pleasures, but because I don't buy enough to use my cards. But I had all my cards stocked up, and somebody gave me also a Visa MasterCard, which is always good. So yeah, my watch was free, and I got $20 off the lady at the Verizon store. She bought my old one. Sure, I'll sell it to you. I was gonna put it up on like eBay or something, but she bought it for I said $20. You know what? I didn't have to worry about it. It was a series one. I didn't have to. Hello, Miss Katie. I'm not sure what xanth. I don't even know what it is, but it definitely worked its magic. Skittles. My husband has the Starburst ones. And it's good to acknowledge that. Yep. What do we do when we're struggling with? That's a good question. Like if we're struggling with Susie and hearing news, do you turn to food? I mean, as we try to, we try not to turn to food, but my thing is, I think about COVID. I'm going to deal with COVID. That's a big thing, and a lot of people got really sad, depressed. I think being at home didn't help, but my problem with I didn't want to let COVID be the reason that I went back to food. Because I thought to myself, this is not going to last forever. And then where do I want to find myself at the end of this COVID? Do I want to find myself at least where I'm at? Or do I want to find myself back over a goal, back struggling to get back down? I thought I needed, and I thought to myself, if eating would help people and help COVID end, I'd do it on a hot minute. But I know doing that would not do anything for the COVID. It's not going to help people. It's not going to help the situation. It's just going to make me feel worse. So I knew I couldn't eat or I would feel worse. So what I did was I turned all that energy into my channel. Yeah, I guess I had to fixate on something. So I fixated on you guys and just bringing interesting content. What could I do? What could I come up with? Let's do more tea with D, keep my mind busy, keep thinking. You guys have occupied me more than you realize. And I just tried to turn my negative into a positive, which I felt I did. And it wasn't easy. It was very hard, very hard. So I guess I'm trying to say, turn your negative into what can I do to help somebody? What can I do that will benefit somebody else instead of feeling sorry for myself? So that's what I try to do. Hey, Ellen. Yes, it was awesome. Yeah, Susie is, she's scared and she's upset. But you know what? She's positive, and I said to her, you just gotta stay positive. Gotta see what choices you have. Lecanto has confectioner sugar, yes. I don't know if baking soda would do the same thing, Enza. I mean, a quarter of a teaspoon I don't know if that would actually, that a quarter of a teaspoon of baking soda would have done that. I don't know. I use xanthan gum for my smoothies. It does sound familiar. Yes, it has something to do with it has something to do with gluten-free cooking because it's a binder, and I don't think there's no binding in gluten-free. People, yeah, long walks, people throw themselves into exercise. They put all that energy into that. I'm not an exercise person, so that wouldn't work for me. Hey, Deborah. Yes, Ellen, that's what we need to do is pray for Susie. She put a video out today, Katie, about she got the results back. Hey, Karen's Corner is here. Oh my God, I love you, Karen's Corner. Guys, Karen's Corner's here. I love her channel. She does these clothes hauls and stuff. She does a lot of hauls. So if you're into fashion and accessories, oh, Karen, you're so adorable. And she's so stinking cute. Hey, Karen, welcome to the tea room. I am Dee, and we talk everything weight loss here. I'm so happy you're here. This chat sometimes flies, so if I missed anybody else come in. That's a good thing. Like, you have to fixate on something. So I fixated on my channel. Here's the thing. You could sit there and turn to food. Um, oh, wonderful, Karen. What are you making for dinner? Share with the rest of the class. Um, I just knew that I didn't want to find myself back 117 pounds heavier. And I knew that I had to do something positive. So that, and I hate to say this cliche saying, but when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And I had to make lemonade. And I know, I'm not normally like that. So this is a whole new D. Like, that's what's interesting. I didn't turn to food. First time in my whole entire life I didn't turn to food, which is so interesting. Oh, blueberry oatmeal bars. Oh. Threw them away. Freeze them, my darling. Yes, Katie. She just posted it tonight, so you're really not that far behind. Susie isn't here, Enza. We were just talking about her. Hey, I say anything that we have to cook is fancy. Franklinville, New Jersey. Hey, you're practically around the corner from me. Welcome to the tea room. What is your first name? Because I see Fabrice. Kelly, maybe? I'm taking a stab in the dark. Good night, Paula. Kelly, I was right. Score on for D. Did I miss anybody else come in? Because this chat is flying high. Yes, Kelly, are you on a WW journey? What color are you on? I am on the now purple plan. Crazy as that sounds. I made chili over rest of the whole wheat pasta from last night. Oh, eating desserts frozen, eh? There are people like that, so I get that. Purple. I just started purple last week, so I'm super excited. Good night, Paula. I thought about doing cooking classes with my women's group. That'd be fun to cook. Purple. Do you like the purple plan? How long have you been on the purple plan? I've been on it for like 4 days, and what I say I'm loving, I feel like I'm eating a lot. I will say that. I mean, oatmeal, pasta. I don't know. I'm just a little nervous. How are you doing with purple, Katie? I started purple a week ago after being on blue for 1.5 years. I'm doing it. Oh, I'm so curious. You have no idea. And I've been so good not to go on the scale. So good. It's been a little cray-cray, but it's hard. I mean, though I have to say, I've been really good about it since about 1 year now. I don't because it messes with me. Awesome. You've been on a plane. That's great. I've been on blue for almost 3 years. I was freestyle when I was on it. So it's been really, I really love blue. I just feel like I said, I just need to challenge myself. Let's hopefully this is it. No, I said I was going to. Now with COVID. But hey, I cook for you guys all the time. Did you know? I made you eggplant, my darling. It's like I started exercising during COVID. My leader is dumbfounded that I exercise. She's like, I can't believe that you work out. I'm like, I can't believe I work out either. So I focused on trying something new, focusing on my channel, upping my content, giving you guys more interesting things other than vlogs. I started doing more cooking, more days in the life, showing you some stuff that I do. You had a bad experience too? Oh my God, it's everywhere. Susan, you need to complain because I have an email into them and they're supposed to get back to me. That's ridiculous. She's not be there that long. I have an appointment with the GE people. They'll be out 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. Isn't it good, Kelly? I love that. I love that soup. That is just like one of my favorite things. Especially, did you use like the sausage or did you use like regular ground turkey? It was so good. Yeah, Susan, that it's unacceptable. And when she sat there and tried to blame the computer, like that wasn't letting that fly. Hey, Sharon. That's good. That's good. You're still under goal. I have not heard anything, Kathy. They don't like ask me, unfortunately. I don't. They don't. I didn't expect anything this year. Usually, it's every 2 years. Ooh, a Saturday project. Yep, no oven for 2 weeks. Gotta love that. Instacart does not deliver to my area. Yeah. I use my toaster oven, so I have a pretty nice little toaster oven. Yep. Not for a stove, for a repairman for my stove. Ah, that's the way, Kel. That was my. Oh, it's so good with that sausage. I plus I use my air fryer and my instant pot. Today I made chili on the stove. It was delicious, actually, with over the rest of my whole wheat pasta from yesterday. 2 days in a row I had pasta. That scale's going to be up. It's going to be like, what the ham bone is wrong with her? Oh, you better call them. That's ridiculous. They probably gave it to somebody else. Oh, I like that. Order out and tell GE they're paying for it. Yeah, I was going to call back, but again, hey, BBD, I just have not had a moment to think today. I got home, did glam, had lunch, and then something happened that I got sidetracked with. I uploaded my video. Something else happened. Can't remember. Something else happened. Awesome, Ellen. That's great. That's a great deal, girlfriend. Oh, Katie, I hear you on that one. Oh, I don't because I'm done with that. like they would pay them. I think I would. Speaking of Built Bar, there's a new Built Bar coming out. Say what? Mm-hmm. It's called Pumpkin Chocolate Chip Cookie. I just ordered my sample box. I will be getting them, hopefully, next week. I'm excited. I love pumpkin, and I hated the pumpkin last year. I'm hoping they're better. I didn't see this week's topic yet. I don't usually look till I do my weekly, which is on Saturday. I know last week was something about it's like starting a new, call yourself something and you'll believe it. Like you're an exerciser, not that you exercise, but you're an exerciser. You're not a runner. You don't like to run, you're a runner. So it's labeling yourself. That was last week's about labeling yourself. Karen, I hear you on that one. They do sprout legs and run away. Yes, they're 5 points. I like Bolthouse Farms. I do. It's one of my favorites. My school so far, we don't have any. The local school that's down the street, they had one case. The high school, that's not too far, they had one case. So it's like, it's not a lot of cases, but they're finding there's not going to be a lot with kids. So I'm not sure if that has anything to do with it, but I am from Philadelphia. Born and raised. I lived there till I was 30. I moved here when I was 30 after I got married. So I've been here for 24 years. Was I? Or 23 years? My son is 22. So we lived here 23 years. Ooh, geez, that's a long time. So yeah, 23 years. I'm a Philly girl. That's why you see my Flyers cups on my stuff. All their topics are very boring. Oh, I hear you, Randy. You get to the point where you're sick of the bars. I got that. Well, that's. How do you fit that into your points, Heather? A couple of the colleges, my son hasn't mentioned anything. He's at Seton Hall. He hasn't mentioned anything up there, so he's up northern Jersey. Yep, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Northeast Philly. Yep, I'm a Philly girl. Oh, awesome. All the good people are from South Philly. We always used to say that. Yep. I don't know if you can tell by my accent. Wooder. Philly girl in the house. Cheesesteak wit. All right, Deborah. Take care. Baltimore. Hey, home of the Ravens. Well, there probably isn't one. Because you know what? Philly cheesesteaks, and I will say this and not apologize. It's all about the bread in Philly. We have the breast crusty on the outside and chewy on the inside. It makes the best, makes the sandwich. It just does. And if you don't get the right bread, oh, our bread is so good. Oh, was so spoiled. Coming over here, the bread is better than it was when we first moved here, let me tell you. But yeah, I don't know, Kelly. I don't get good bread here. I don't get good bread. Breaks my heart. Crabs, yes. But Maryland crabs, they use a hammer. We always used, like, when we first went to Maryland, like a hammer for crabs? You guys are hammer people out there. I am from Northeast Philadelphia, the Northeast section. Tacony, to be exact. If you're familiar with any of that area. Donkeys. Donkeys is different. Donkeys is good. It's not a Philly cheesesteak, but it's good. It has that poppy seed roll and that cheese and those onions or all that. I will give them that. The onions make that sandwich. But I will still take a Gino. I'm a Geno's girl. I'm not a Pat's. I'm a Geno's girl. Probably I'm going to try for 130 again. Oh, I'm telling you, Philly bread is the bomb. Oh, the cheesesteaks, hoagies. Donkey's is the name of a bar. I think it's a bar, and they have this cheesesteak, and theirs is on a signature Kaiser, big round poppy seed, black poppy seed bun, and I think there's American cheese, and I think it's like sauteed, like caramelized onions. Yes, you're right. Obesity is a risk factor with COVID. Oh, it's all about the. I know. When I moved, it was very difficult for me because we had brick ovens on corners of Philadelphia. Everywhere, you had these brick oven bakeries that were amazing. So I'm a bread snob. I say it. I say it proud. I am a bread snob. I am. We have Philly soft pretzels. Oh, I can't even begin to tell you the food. Of an occasional sweet dessert. Does that refer to monk fruit? No. No. We're talking like monk, it depends, like dessert types versus like muffins. Like, I don't think an oatmeal muffin is a dessert. I'm thinking that's just a muffin. It's just a muffin. But we're talking like dessert type things, like Built bars. Some that are really, really, um, to me, really, really indulgent. I think a Built bar is indulgent. I guess I just started treating things with categories, like put like certain things, like I don't think banana bread to me is a snack. It's not an indulgent. Oh, I love the caramelized onions. Cheesesteaks are the best. Oh my goodness, Heather. Holy cow. Have a good evening, Linz. I have made my own bread. I don't do it often, but I have. Awesome. We're on Zoom now, Carrie, because we can't figure out what's wrong with the rooms. Yes. Licios, I found Licios and I found caches. I say caches. Caia. Caches. I don't know how you say it here. Um, and I feel like I'm still not part of the place. How do you say it here? But oh my God, when I went to the one in Turnersville, you go in there, these square pizzas that all had different toppings on it. When I walked in there, I'm like, I'm home. Oh, I go in there and it's like Christmas to me. Good evening, Smokey. Hey, Donna. Good night. Yes, the video broke my heart. Oh, I'm telling you, it's food is it's and like I said, Lorianne, it's our addiction, and we have to live with our addiction. Like drug addicts, alcoholics, they don't take that. We still have to eat, so it's like you just live, with your addiction day in and day out, which I think is like hard. Oh, I love onions. Hey, Lori, welcome to the tea house. Hey, Lori, another two Loris are back to back. Lori's come in the room. I think that's hilarious. Hey, Lori and Lori. Oh, I'm telling you, they have a bruschetta pizza. They have a sausage and pepper pizza. They have a sausage pizza. They have one with American cheese and hot peppers. They have one with mushrooms. They have a white pizza. They have a white pizza with spinach. They have a white pizza with broccoli. I mean, that's just off the top of my head. I mean, list goes on and on and on, and you just go in there and you could pick it by the slice, and you can make your own box. I just go in there and drool. I legit drool on the pizza. I'm like, drip. Oh, you're loving the oat bread? The oat bread's the bomb. She's talking about, I keep calling it Amy's. Grace's oat bread. It's my favorite thing. If I had an oven, I'd make some. I could try making it. I can see if my loaf pan fits in the toaster oven. Because I'm hard up for that bread, people. Hard up. I know. That's right. The Lorries are catching up with the Susans. We have Lori's or we have Susans. It's like crazy. Congratulations, Ellen. Awesome. Hey, the garden lady. That's congratulations. Sometimes you can go to McDonald's and get a Happy Meal. I've done that, and that's all I've gotten. I'm in line, I got a Happy Meal. I'll take a hamburger Happy Meal. It's within my points. Ooh, what'd you get, Smokey? Did you get anything good? Exactly one. I say one meal at a time, but one day at a time is right. Now, Esther was not here. Esther didn't make it tonight. Probably walked herself to sleep. Or she was here, I missed her because this chat was been flying. I'm going to hear something good from Smoky Cat. I told you I haven't filled my Dollar Tree haul yet. That'll be hopefully tomorrow. I got to manage my time better. That is half my issue. I am a horrible time managing person. When I come home, I'm so tired, and this school is driving me crazy. The dish towels, all right. Well, Dollar Tree, everything's a dollar. Dollar General, not everything is a dollar. Some are $2, $3, $4, $5. So if you're looking for things that are just a dollar, I say Dollar Tree. I think Dollar Tree gets all the closeouts of places like this. You will not find this at Dollar General for a dollar. I mean, I've never heard of Ethan Stowell, but it's Italian, and I went for it for $1. I mean, this is a hardbound picture, beautiful book. This retails for $35. They get closeouts at the Dollar Tree. You're not going to find this at Dollar General. Awesome. I love blue. That's true. There's not many. You're the only Lori Ann I know. Kodiak, it's pancake mix, Regina, and Target has the best selection, in my opinion. So yeah, so you can find it like the regular at your regular grocery store, like the plain Power buttermilk. But if you want some different flavors, go to Target, and it's in their pancake section. I don't know, because I mean, if you add in another egg, maybe, because it's very eggy. So I would think maybe try putting another egg, but it would be really wet. I'm not sure how that would fly, Lori. That sounds delicious, Ellen. Kodiak, yeah, you can get the big Power buttermilk at Costco, and they also have Lakanto monk fruit at Costco. Nice big bag. That's a great price too. I think it's $9.99. Lori's really name is Lori Ann. There's a lot of Lori Anns here now. Fat-free cottage cheese is 0 on purple. I didn't know that. I don't know, Katie that told me, somebody told me. The cottage cheese, 0, fat-free cottage cheese is 0 on purple. Yes, the blueberry. That's the regular one, Regina, yes. Exactly. Good point, Lori. Get the pancake mix, the power cake mix. Do not get the muffin or the bar because they are higher in points, which is crazy, but that's true. Good night, Heather. Get that work done. I know. I was thinking about making this sous vide egg bites in the Instant Pot from the ones from Starbucks. They call for cottage cheese, and I thought maybe that wouldn't be so bad in there. I'm happy you're happy. I'm actually enjoying it. As long as the scale cooperates, then I'm good. Even if I stay the same, I'd still be happy. I'm not all, I don't want to be up. That I would not like. But then again, you can be up a half a pound, it doesn't mean anything. Did I not say that today in my vlog? I don't know. I have a hard time finding fat-free cottage cheese. I think Walmart does carry, but I don't think I'm going to go back to Walmart anytime soon. I'm waiting to yell at the people. She said it was totally unacceptable. I said, you think so? I said, I agree. I mean, I can't talk about my Walmart experience again. It gets me too aggravated. King Scoopers. I love that name, King Scoopers. This is like better as good as Tom Thumb. You like it? Yes, I flip the maker. Like I'll put the everything in the omelet. I'll close the lid, put it in the microwave, do my 1 minute, and then I take the whole entire thing and go like that, and then do it another minute, and then take it out, and it's done. So I flip it right in the thing. You turn the whole green thing over. Tell you, fluffy and perfect every time, and my kids can make it and get out of my hair. And plain popcorn. I was thinking about having popcorn tonight. Being all this Susie news has got me munching. I was like, oof. So I'm thinking maybe I'll have popcorn. Then again, I don't like to eat this late, so I probably won't have popcorn. That was another thing I stopped really easily, which is late night snacking. And here's the God's honest truth. Once you get out of the habit of it, you don't really do it anymore. And I'll have a cup of dessert tea with you guys, and I'm good to go for the night. Yes, the green egg makers from Amazon. Yep. It's in my store. It's the omelet pan. I usually think it's $10. I tell you, it's really easy. And I put a couple tablespoons of shredded potato in there because I'm all purple. Oh, I have 2-ingredient pumpkin bagels on my channel, Kelly. I know. I think I'll go up and probably have a cup. Thank you for reminding. I should have had one because I'll need it to work tomorrow, not Friday, because I can wait first thing in the morning, and I am not an early morning mover. I know this is really too much information for this channel, but it always goes back to that. Sad but true. No, I have not. I've been really good that way. Not peaking for the last year or so. I've been really diligent, but only getting weight on my weigh day. I don't even get weighed the next day either. Like to sit there and see if it goes up because I've like had a pork fest. I'm just one and done. That's all I do. There you go. Katie, the mistress of the links, has helped you out. There it is. I did it on, I think it was like a meal prep. I did a couple different things that night. I think I made a peanut butter loaf and a banana. Those little think about. You know what I realized? The banana bread is 0 points on purple. I didn't think about that. All right, Lorianne. Give him a kiss. I love it, puppies. I don't know why nobody makes it, Ellen. I think because people are just, I guess, easier to make it. I don't know. All right. Thank you for making it, Randy. I'm so glad you're here. I know. The banana bread is 0 points. Good night, garden lady. I thought about that. I went, wait a minute. I could have that 2-ingredient, my little banana loaf for 0 points. That could be damaging. I don't know if you saw on the page, Sparkly Susan Rader posted these sweet potato oatmeal cookies, were they? Yeah, I think they were cookies. And she made oat flour, and Karen pointed out that you'd have to count it. And I said, well, heck, I'll use Quick Oats. I think it'll work, and you wouldn't have to count it. Just saying. Trying to find a loophole. It's my middle name, Loophole. I'll open a 2-ingredient dough factory. How's that, Ellen? The banana bread it's the 1 banana mashed, 1 egg, 1/4 cup of oatmeal, and you do like baking powder, salt, vanilla, cinnamon, and you put it. I put mine in a mini loaf pan, and it's a 2 point little mini loaf. I make them all the time. I haven't made it for a while, but I was making them all the time. It's like a little, I called it impossible bread or something. Or miracle bread, miracle loaf, because I was like good on riffs on Weight Watchers miracle loaf. Yes, Sparkly Susan is Susan Rader on my page. Yep. There it is. Katie has it. The Link Mistress. Luigi would be proud. I wonder how Luigi's doing. I haven't seen Luigi. It always worries me when I don't see Luigi. I have to email her, check up on her. There are certain people I have an email rotation that I check on. I don't hear from people, so if I don't hear from you and I remember you're a frequent flyer, I may have to give you an email. Yep, that loaf would be 0 points on the purple plan. Oh my goodness. Can you stand that? I don't know. I'm a little bit nervous about that. That's like right up my alley. I've been sleeping like a log. Like a stinking log. Except for I have to go to the bathroom because I drink too much tea with you guys. I'm up at like 3:30, 4:30. Yep. That is Miss Sparkly. Don't tell her I told you. She might want to stay incognito. And I have her in my thing listed as Sparkly. See, Sparkly. Is there a secret to clicking on the links and it not going off? You have to have it set up where when you open a link, it goes to a new window. I don't know how you do that, but it's usually somewhere that you have it set up in your, I think, YouTube settings, maybe. I'm not sure. Hello, Wendy. If I take old-fashioned oats and pulse them for, yes. Yes, because it becomes flour, it becomes a processed food. I mean, here's the thing. That's a fine line. But yes, we are supposed to count it. Yet, you don't have to count when you blend up chickpeas and make hummus. So I am not quite sure. You know, it's a fine line. Good night, Ellen. There you go. Julia has the answer. The link and control at the same time on a PC. Oh, I'm so happy when you pop in, Lorianne. You always make my night. You challenge me, and I love that. Have a wonderful evening. Oh, you're on your phone? Yeah, it's probably gonna go out of the live on your phone. The easiest, the way to look up, now here's a little bit of a hint. When you want to look up a recipe on somebody's site, go to their link, go to their homepage on YouTube, and where it says like videos, playlist, community, about, and there's a little search thing. That searches their channel. So if you would put banana bread or miracle loaf in that search, it should bring you to that video, as far as I know. That's what I was told. Have I done that? Or you could type in this search engine on YouTube, dish with D's miracle loaf, and it'll pull up that video. Dish with D's pumpkin bagels, it'll pull up that video. Dish with D's hummus, and it should pull up the hummus. Oh, well, I like having IT people because I'm technically challenged. You have a nice evening too, Lorianne. So that's how it's funny. If I want, I can't find stuff on my own page, just so you know. So I go in the search and I type dish with D. It's just easier than trying to like, so it does it. That's how I search. There. Ah, shared it. Quinoa bowls. I don't think I do. What I usually do is just make quinoa according to like I always Google how to make it. I will tell you that every time I make it, I Google how to cook quinoa. Every time. I just do. So I look that up, and then what I do is I would used to measure it. Well, I still measured it, like a cup of quinoa. I'll throw it in the bottom of the bowl, and I always do a saute of something. This week it was peppers, onions, and zucchini and corn. I throw that down, and I throw a protein down. Sometimes I'll throw a little Greek yogurt on there just to give it a little something something. Or if I have like maybe some low point ranch dressing, I'll throw that on there. It just depends on what I'm in the mood for. So it's kind of like there's no quite recipe. It's just like a method. You just build it. Like you always have the quinoa at the bottom, and then you could throw a veg and a protein, or you can put lettuce and tomato and stuff like that, and whatever you have around. I mean, I love putting chickpeas on stuff, and if you have cheese, remember cheese is points. Oh, it depends. I think I'm technically challenged. I mean, I like to fool around though. So I'm not afraid to put stuff in the computer. Like there are people that don't want to touch it. Oh, I do all weird stuff. That it doesn't. I don't feel. It doesn't intimidate me. I don't feel I know enough, but I definitely could. I can hunt around and do fun stuff. And other than that, work was somewhat. I mean, I would say yes and no. I'm getting used to it. It's just there's so much responsibility. That's I think the issue I'm having. It's a lot of pressure. See, that's what I think it is. I feel pressure, and I don't do well under pressure. I get a little, I get stressed, and if I'm not turning to food, I'm just getting angry. I yell at people driving. I yell at the Walmart people, but though the Walmart people really piss me off. But yeah, it's just a lot on your shoulder. It's a lot of responsibility. It's not as easy as you think. Oh, just open schools up and it's all good. You're responsible for these kids, and and they're kids. They're going to do what kids do. So it's just you have to be the adult and always have to have 18 eyes on your head and make sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, and they're not because they're kids. So it's just a lot. I just find I feel overwhelmed. I think that's what it is. But thank you for asking. See you again, Tony. Hey, Serena. Um, yes, they did. They're right on top of their monitors. They're just the little PC cameras, only about this big, and they sit on top of the monitor. So really, the only person you're seeing is the teacher. You don't see the kids, just the teachers. Is in the. I'm not even in it. I go around. I say hi when I come in, but yeah, the teacher's the only one that's in the camera, which is good. Good night, Regina. Oh, the teachers were a little. They were not happy about it. They feel like if they discipline a child and somebody goes and tells, hey, they were disciplining your kid, and sometimes things are better left. It's hard. I mean, but all you see is the teacher. You don't see any of the kids, but you hear everything that goes on in the classroom. Her and I can't even have a conversation. Well, they're not on constantly. There's several breaks during the day that they take. Like they're on when I get there at 9 o'clock, and then they go on break around 9:30. They come back around 10:15. They're on 10:15 to 11:40, and they're off. They come back at like 1:10, I think, for another hour. So they're off and on throughout the day. But it's hard. It's just hard. No, the kids aren't on the camera. It's just the teacher. It's facing like each teacher got a podium, so it's always faces their podium. I mean, and she could share the screen. Like if there's something that she's showing on the smart board, she could share the screen on, I guess, in Zoom or Google Classroom. I don't even. I learned I wasn't getting involved in what was going on because I didn't want to be responsible. So I avoided it all. I'm like, I can't make the class because I didn't have to go. So I thought, I'm not going to go because the more I learn, the more I'm going to have to do. And I like playing like the dumb card. I don't know how to do it. So they'll just put me in the hallway in the bathroom. They'll give me bathroom duty. Whoopee. But all right, ladies and germs, I am going to head on out for the evening. I thank you all for joining me tonight. I always appreciate it. It's always a fun night when you guys are in town. In town. If you haven't already, please give me a thumbs up before you leave the building. I will join you tomorrow. Is Thursday. I should be here. There's nothing on my docket for tomorrow night, is there? No, I should be here. Alrighty, thank you. Kelly, welcome to the tea house. Hope to see you again. We'll have to hook up. I got some local peeps here. It's Franklinville. She's not that far away. I'm actually I live in East Greenwich, so, which isn't that far from Franklinville. Good night, everyone. Thank you for coming and spending an hour with me. I always appreciate it. You guys are so good. And remember to keep Susie in your prayers. Say an extra couple prayers every night for her, and just give her strength. I think she needs, and she loves her community. You can just tell in her video. She just loves her community. So keep Susie. We're going to keep her going. We're going to get things right. Things are going to get better. And we will just be remembering this next year and thinking, oh, remember COVID? Remember when poor Susie was going through the thing? We'll be all out of all of this. That's my hope. I am becoming an optimist, which, is new for me. Pessimist didn't work, so we're trying optimist. Sweet dreams to you as well. Good night, and don't forget, if you haven't watched my vlog for today, go watch it. Give it a thumbs up, too. All right, ladies and gents. There's no gents, but take care, peoples.